Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Gerber Ultimate Fixed Blade. And it comes with the sheath and a whistle, a fire starter, and a sharpener. We're going to take a look at all that. Alright, that's coming up next. Here is a start of skunk cabbage. It comes up real early, and it'll get big green leaves on it spring and summer. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit of this birch bark here, try to help aid us in getting the fire going here. Just like to get what's on the outside here. I don't like to tear into the tree too much, because you don't want to damage a tree or get into the cambium layer. All right, we're going to use our knife here. Just get this curl here and get it shaved off here. There we go. Just like a big curl of birch bark here. This is a ash tree here. Unfortunately, all of our ash trees are pretty much all died off because of the emerald ash borer. It's a bug larvae that gets in behind the bark of the tree, and it tunnels through under the bark, makes all these tunnels, and cuts off the cambium layer of the tree, which supplies the tree with the nutrients that it needs to grow and stay alive. Unfortunately, all of our ash trees are dying off. can use some of this inner bark here, just like you do a tulip poplar, and that makes some nice fire tinder as well. Even on a wet, rainy day, you can get in there and peel some of the bark off and get into some dry stuff to help you make a fire. All right, this is my look at the Gerber Ultimate Fixed Blade. And this is the same knife that they had out years ago. They had the orange and gray handle on it, and they had the Bear Grylls logo on it. It's pretty much the same knife. It does come with a whistle on it. And the blade is made out of 7CR stainless steel. It does have a serrated edge in the back, and it comes with a fire starter, a sharpening stone, and a sheath. All right, this is the look at the Gerber Ultimate Fixed Blade. The one thing I noticed about it has a machined edge here on top of the knife spine there, and that's for striking a ferro rod. It gives you a nice sharp edge. This is 7R stainless steel here, or 7CR I think it is. It comes with this little ferro rod here, and we're going to be trying that out. And this machined edge gives you a nice edge here to scrape your ferro rod on. So we'll be trying that out. Okay, this isn't a real heavy bushcraft type of knife, but we're going to do a little chopping here with it. It does have serrated edges here. That's really nice for cutting rope. I'm doing some heavy cutting with it. But we'll see how it does here chopping here a little bit. Like I said, it's not a real, what you call a bushcraft knife for doing a lot of chopping and stuff like that. So usually for chopping, these serrated edges isn't good for that. You more or less want the straight blade here. Not really much here to get a hold of. I like to hold back on the end here when I'm doing my chopping, and there's not much weight here, so. But if you had to do some light chopping, you can get that done. Serrated edges are good for almost like sawing almost. It's not made to be a chopper, that's for sure. It's a good all-around knife to have, like a camp knife. And now we'll put her through some more paces here. This knife really isn't made for this stuff, I don't think. But we'll see how it does here, doing a little bit of batoning here. Just a little bit of hemlock here, so probably won't want to split down too well. It kind of splits out to the side. And we've got a good steak going there. Making a few feather sticks here, a few curls here with the serrated edges. Got a few curls there. Nothing real good. All right, it does have this whistle here on the end. Very loud whistle. That'll get someone's attention if you ever needed to. Okay, I'm not the best when it comes to bushcrafting skills here, making feather sticks, but we got a few nice curls in there. All right. Okay, we're going to see if this will strike the ferro rod here. Like I said before, it has a machined edge here, probably about 1 inch long. Gives you a nice 90-degree spine. And we'll see what this does here. So after you get through the outside coating there, it does throw a good bit of sparks. It does very well, actually. So we'll get some birch bark down here, and got a little bit of fat wood. We'll make some shavings here and see if we can get a fire going here. Alright, here's some of that birch bark that we got earlier. Alright, I got a little piece of fat wood here. Just going to put a little bit of that down. We'll use the spine of this knife here to see if we can make any fine shavings here. See the fine shavings here I'm getting. Make a few curls with this. Getting into some nice resin here in this fat wood. All right, no sense of wasting too much of that fat wood. Sure does smell good. All right, we'll see what happens here. See if we can get this going here. Just a little on the short side for me. Okay, here's that stick we had some feathers on. The feathers catch a flame pretty quick. Alright, the ferro rod is a little on the short side for me personally, but it still gets the job done. I found myself, I kept hitting up in here with the knife, and I'll show you why I think that might be a bad thing right there. I'll show you that after a bit. Here's some more of them curls we made. Alright, so without too much effort, we got a nice fire going. Here's one of them heavy curls we got off that birch tree up there. We really didn't need it, but okay, I didn't want to turn this into a cook video, but you know me. That's what I like to do. I did bring some stuff here today. Just going to keep it simple. Just a little bacon and eggs. Okay, here what I was telling you about when I was striking this ferro rod. I kept wanting to hit up in here on the plastic here because it being so short. But this goes in the sheath. The sheath's on you like this, and this goes in the sheath like this. So it's the only bad design I see about it. I mean, it does snap in there nice and firm, but I can see this wearing down, and then it no longer snaps in place. See, that's a pretty good tight fit there. But I'm afraid the more you use it, the more it might not be as tight. And you could potentially lose that when you're walking through the woods, going through the brush or something. It can catch, just pull it right out. You do have the option here to, with a lanyard hole here, to put a lanyard on it, and it'd probably be a good idea, and attach it to here, and that way eliminate that from losing that. But this here does come off of the nylon sheath here. It's a very sturdy nylon sheath. It's double thickness sewed together, so it's pretty stiff and rigid. Has the Velcro top on for the knife here, and the Velcro here to hold the sheath on. This is detachable right here. It has Velcro here. You can take this whole thing off. But on the back side of this knife sheath, there is a probably like a diamond impregnated stone here that you can touch up your knife with here. Now, you're not going to be able to sharpen your serrated edges, because you need a little round stone to do that. But you are able to keep the front part of the knife sharp and just touch it up once in a while. So that's very handy to have that with you. And this 90-degree spine here that was machined in here, that worked really well. And if you brought a different ferro rod, a bigger ferro rod, that would really be nice. So overall, it's a very nice knife. I wouldn't call it a true bushcraft knife, but you're very limited in what you can do with it. But just an all-around carry knife. It's very, very nice. It does have some jimping here on the handles, thumb jimping, a little bit of palm jimping back here, and back here on the pinky side here has some jimping. It has a nice pommel here on the end, and that's kind of knurled there a little bit, so you could use that to crack nuts open. If you needed to break something, maybe some glass or something, you could do that. Or you could even use that like a little meat tenderizer to tenderize some meat. So overall, I think it's a very good knife. Not a true bushcraft knife, but a very capable knife of getting jobs and tasks done around the camp. Whistle does work very well. So yeah, not bad at all. And what cook video or what knife video here isn't complete unless you cook a little bacon and eggs, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, most of you are going to wonder why I'm not cooking on that nice fire there. it's so much nicer cooking on these stoves. You don't get your bottom of your pans all black and sooted up, and melt your handles and everything else. But it is nice having a fire just to have the heat. It's supposed to get up around 40 today, but that heat from that fire sure feels great. All right, let's get this stove going here. Yeah, the one bad thing of having a fire, it blows all the smoke in your face. For every plus, there's a minus. Okay, that bacon's looking pretty good. Get some of it out here. I don't like it too crispy. All right, there's our bacon. We'll fry up a couple eggs here. Get rid of a little bit of this grease here. Just a little bit is all I need. A couple fresh brown eggs here. These eggs are getting big enough where they're tight in the container. I have a hard time getting them out. All right, they look pretty good to me. Still a lot of dippy in there. Perfect. Okay. Eggs and bacon on a knife review. The Gerber Ultimate Fixed Blade. Alright, I'm going to enjoy my eggs and bacon, and thanks for coming along checking out this knife review. I know it wasn't the best knife review. I could have done better on it. Lack of preparation on my part. Alright, I got back here to the house here and just wanted to give the Gerber Ultimate Fixed Blade a try on some batoning here. It's really not a knife made for this, but I just wanted to run it through the paces here and see how it does. It's a little big for this knife, but I'll give her a shot here. Too bad. As far as batoning goes, I think you're better off if you don't have the serrations. It seems like it wants to drive off to the side with the serrations. So you keep it in here off the serrations, it does pretty well.